that's not shall lose. So the Bible says that it still is true. Mama, they have life. Papa, they have God. There's a child that's got his own. That's got his own.
Since the African foot hit these shores, it has fought imperial powers. And we've been in a battle ever since to redeem what is truly ours. Stripped of our name, cuisine, worship, and culture, each dark soul has a secret ethos he must keep for his heart, but hide from the vultures. Our status moved from slave to offender that resonates still in the American agenda in an evasive search for freedom. Reconstruction brought that first sigh of relief. Even when we were threatened and lynched and our hearts were heavy with grief, we somehow endured. We stayed full of hope because we had a dream to fulfill. The goal was complete autonomy from the white man's will.
You are the strong and more, and the weak ones stay. Empty pockets they don't even make the grave. Mama, they have Papa, they have, but God bless a child that's got his own. That's got his own.
We weren't the only ones suffering from the sickness that infected these shores. Native American blood irrigated this nation. Their culture, too, was shredded to the core. Black women were convenient whores. Black men were the problem and the cause of wars. Only European perspectives were correct to invade, impose, intrude, and willfully neglect. The fight had a setback when Jim Crow came along. Separate but equal was a legal but moral blasphemy. It kept the coloreds from being a part of America, and it promoted tyranny. Now it took more than 60 years to try again to be free. This isn't ancient history or some old slave story. This is in my time, and it directly affects me. Blood flowed yet again as Dr. King's voice threatened to shake the ice caps from the mountains for freedom and choice. He pulled the drawers off of Jim Crow and marched all the way to jail in an age-old battle of cruelty to overthrow. And he didn't have the option to fail. Well, we thought we were free again. You know, when the Civil Rights Bill was penned. And we truly thought the battle was almost won when Lyndon Johnson took that high road, ending his speech with, "We shall overcome." But freedom remained shrouded behind dark clouds of oppression, teased with a beacon of expectation arbitrarily given or taken away. Now, we had to fight just to keep our spirits up. We had to fight through another You know, conspiracy theorists believe that Hoover was behind the carnage because he hated blacks, he hated the Kennedys, he hated anybody who disagreed. His stories have conjured that he needed to succeed. He destroyed anyone threatening status quo. That's the white man's code word for supremacy. Well, strides were made. Freedom once again in the air. But the movement weakened when we were arriving, getting brand new, getting way up there. We thought the mission was complete because by now we were getting jobs in houses that were previously elite. Our mind shifted from we to me. Another democratic trick into which we fell, believing we were truly free.
Money you got, oh, lots of friends hanging around and crowding around your door. Oh, hey, hey, hey. But when it all ends, they go come around and need more. Yeah.
Jim Crow grew quiet. Took him off the law books. So it wasn't obvious anymore. The new road he took. Silence filled the air. He was working with zeal to keep injustice alive and the truth from being revealed. Psychological warfare was front and center, tinged with the same old denial. But at the same time, black folks were backsliding because, you know, some of us became trifling, irresponsible, and just plain buck wild. Unity was much more difficult because we got sick of one another. Started calling each other bitches and nigger instead of sister and brother. Easy for drugs to grip us with that evil claw. Fodder to create poverty and convicts. Just like 100 years ago when black codes were the law. Well, here we are. Masses still in despair. That so-called middle class is just one paycheck away from breathing desperate air. You know, we must once again fight for options to live, because we're still climbing that mountain, still trying to give better options for those yet to be born, to free them from stigmas, to free up their life so they can accumulate knowledge and wisdom and not inherit the ancestral fight. Once again, we're on the line of a momentous change. Diversity has reached the Oval Office, but will the social order be rearranged? It'll take ordinary people like me and you to make it real and adjust the maladies of society. It is not an option. It is another must. Yes, we can, he said. And you know it's true. But it's not all up to him. It's up to me. And it's up to you.
Rich relations offer you a crust of bread.